Today we're going to go over our turbo inspection process. First, we'd like to look at the turbo on the cold housing side right here. What we're looking for is any chips, cracks, big dents, broken flanges, things of that nature. After checking the cold housing flange, we will move on to the fins on the cold side. What we want to check is make sure that it rotates, there is no shaft wobble, none of the fins are broken or missing, and things of that nature. After checking that, we move on to the side of the turbo. And what we're looking for here is make sure that the clamps are intact, or in some turbos case it's bolted. In this particular turbo it actually has both, so we want to make sure that both of those are intact and it's not missing any bolts or it's loose. After checking for that, we will look to see and examine the actuator or wastegate if the turbo is in fact equipped with it. You can see on this one it is intact, it's not cracked, it's not broken, it's not damaged. If we roll this one over to the side, we can clearly see that it's missing the housing. So this turbo right here is going to be color coded differently than what this turbo is. Also, when we have the turbo turned over, we can clearly see the part number is located right down here underneath the cold housing side for this model. We're going to take that part number and we're going to record it into our inventory system, which will make locating it much easier in the future when the customer calls on this particular model. After recording that, we're going to roll the turbo over to the hot housing side. And what we're going to look for on the hot housing, especially around the flange right here, we're going to look for torch marks, which are typically on this side of it, and cracks or chips going into the housing, or roughened up bolts along here. You can see on this particular one there is some mild torch damage residue laying right here on the flange. What we also want to do is make sure that it still turns with no shaft wobble, and again, same thing as the cold side, we're going to make sure that none of the fins are broken, cracked, damaged, or missing. After the inspection process of the turbo, each turbo is going to get marked with a certain color. The colors that we are using are green, blue, yellow, white, and red. This makes for easy reference when taking care of our customers' needs, knowing which type of turbo they want or don't want to use.